This is the safest way to hide cash in prison. The man opened the back of a tube of toothpaste and squeezed out the paste inside. Then he rinsed the tube clean with water. Finally, he stuffed the cash into the empty tube. Then he filled the rest with sand. He sealed the tube back up and left it in plain sight. That's the safest place of all. This is the money Mark plans to use after the escape. From day one in prison, he planned how to get out. He came up with an escape plan everyone thought was impossible. Late at night, Mark used a sheet of white paper to take an impression of the keyhole. Then he took out a pencil and traced the exact shape. Next, he rolled the paper and slid it into the keyhole. Then he pushed the pencil in after it and pressed at the bottom. When he pulled out the rolled paper, the two creases showed the depth of the keyway. That told him how long the key had to be. Next, he had to figure out the exact shape of the key. By day, he used every chance to get close to the guards, to study the pattern of their keys. At night, he drew the key cuts on paper. He kept at it for a week, watching copying and refining, comparing and tweaking again and again, until he had a template he trusted. But what could he use to make a key? In prison, options were scarce. During work hours, they were assigned to the prison woodshop and quietly grabbed the strips he needed. He planned to hide them in the bottom of his thermos. But at the end of every shift, guards checked every thermos. When it was Mark's turn, the guard saw he was way too nervous, so he checked his bottle extra hard. He did not just bang it a couple times, he shook it hard as well. Nothing rattled inside. Mark had planned for that. He had stuffed a towel in there. That is how he dodged the risk. With everything in place, he started carving the key. Mark worked with care. Even the burrs left by the hacksaw, he sanded smooth. Then he glued the pieces together and set it under a lamp to cure, to speed up the glue. At the end, he filed the teeth to match the template. Mark could not wait to test it. He turned it gently. The key actually moved the pins inside. It stuck a little in the middle, but it still did the job. That crisp click to him sounded like the sweetest music. The second door was heavy steel, and it opened only from the outside. Same approach as before. This time, he made the second key fast. Mark tried it out. He popped the lock again with ease, but when he turned it back, he got jittery and snapped the key clean off. Half of it was stuck inside the cylinder. Mark panicked. Luckily, before the guard reached them, he dug the broken piece out, but the latch had turned and now stuck out. After the guard left, Mark pounded on it with his hands. It did not budge at all. That night, Mark waited nervously for lockup. When the guard saw the exposed latch, he figured it was another guard's oversight and never imagined inmates could make a key. Mark finally breathed again. Now the keys were ready, but opening the door from the outside was still a problem. His partner pitched an idea. Run a line from the cell across the hall to guide the key into the keyhole. Mark shot it down fast. There would be no leverage to turn the key. Then George noticed the mop in front of them, and an idea hit him. They could reach the mop handle out the window. The length could hook the keyhole just right. But how to twist the key? While working in the woodshop that day, he saw an inmate spin the handwheel on a lathe, and a bold idea clicked.